Did you know that if you're over 60 and regularly take turmeric to support your joints, reduce inflammation, protect your heart, or sharpen your memory, you might actually be canceling out all its healing benefits just because of what you're eating with it? It sounds hard to believe, I know. But it's not some rare, exotic food causing the problem. It's likely something sitting right in your fridge, pantry, or even on your plate as you watch this. These everyday foods, the ones we often consider harmless or even healthy, could be quietly working against you. You may have committed to turmeric. You add it to your tea, your smoothie, maybe even take supplements religiously every morning. But here's the part no one tells you. If you combine turmeric with the wrong foods, it may not just stop working. It could actually trigger inflammation, upset your digestion, and reverse the very healing you're trying to achieve. I've seen this happen countless times, especially with older adults who genuinely care about their health. They make the effort, they stay consistent, but their joints still ache. Their hands still feel stiff in the morning, their energy doesn't come back. And the natural conclusion? Maybe turmeric just doesn't work for me. But the real truth is, it's not turmeric that's failing you. It's what you're pairing it with. That's why today, we're going to walk through something that could change the way you look at your daily health habits forever. In this video, I'll show you the 3 hidden foods that silently sabotage turmeric's power, especially in aging bodies. More importantly, I'll reveal the 3 natural companions that don't just support turmeric, but actually boost its healing potential, turning it into a powerful ally in your body's fight against inflammation, pain, and decline. And here's a little preview. One of these turmeric boosters is probably already in your kitchen, and when combined properly, it can increase turmeric's absorption by up to 2,000%. Not a typo. That's what real science says. So before we dive in, I want you to pause and ask yourself, have you ever taken turmeric and wondered why it didn't seem to work? If the answer is yes, do me a favor, type 1 in the comments right now. And if this is all new to you and you're just curious, type 0. That way, I'll know who's with me and who needs this information most. Also, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, especially if you care about living with more energy, less pain, and greater independence as you age. This channel is here to support you with practical, proven tips that truly make a difference. Now, are you ready to unlock the full power of turmeric? Because we're about to start with the most important food you must combine with it, a simple kitchen ingredient that makes turmeric work up to 20 times better. It's not exotic. It's not expensive, but it's absolutely essential. Let's dive in and start there. So now that you understand the hidden truth behind turmeric's effectiveness and how easily it can be blocked, it's time to shift our focus. Because here's the good news, your body still wants to heal, and turmeric still holds incredible potential. The key lies in pairing it with the right companions. Not supplements, not expensive superfoods, but real, everyday ingredients that amplify turmeric's power and make it work with your body, not against it. Think of it like this. Turmeric is the spark. But to ignite a real, lasting flame of healing, especially as we age, you need fuel, guidance, and support. You need synergy. And nature has already provided that, hidden in some of the most surprising places. In this next section, we'll uncover 3 simple foods, all easy to find and gentle on aging bodies, that can boost turmeric's absorption, improve its anti-inflammatory effects, and help you feel the difference in your joints, your energy, and your mental clarity. Ready to find out what they are? Let's begin with the most powerful of them all. It's small, it's black, and chances are, it's already sitting in your kitchen. 1. Black pepper, the most powerful absorption booster. Let's start with the most important ally turmeric has, and the one most people overlook. It's not exotic. It's not expensive. But when combined with turmeric, it has the power to increase absorption by up to 2,000%. That's right, 2,000%. And it's probably in your kitchen right now. Black pepper. At first glance, black pepper might seem like nothing more than a common table seasoning. You've probably sprinkled it on eggs, soups, or salads for decades. But inside those tiny black granules is a natural compound called piperine. And for seniors trying to get the most out of turmeric, piperine is the secret key. Here's why. Turmeric contains a powerful active compound called curcumin, which is responsible for its anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and healing effects. But there's a catch. Curcumin is notoriously hard to absorb. On its own, it passes through your digestive system too quickly, barely leaving any benefit behind. And that's where black pepper steps in. Studies show that piperine slows down the breakdown of curcumin in the liver and digestive tract, giving your body more time to absorb it. In fact, just a tiny pinch of black pepper, less than 1/20 th of a teaspoon, can dramatically boost curcumin's bioavailability. That's not hype. That's science. Many seniors are shocked when they hear this for the first time. Just a pinch of pepper, they ask. Yes, just a pinch. But here's the important part. It needs to be freshly ground. That old shaker bottle that's been sitting on your shelf for years? It's probably lost most of its potency. Fresh peppercorns contain much higher levels of active piperine, making them far more effective in helping your body absorb turmeric. You can easily add freshly ground pepper to your morning turmeric tea, oatmeal, eggs, or even a smoothie. It's a simple change, but one that can turn turmeric from a passive supplement into an active healing agent for your joints, your brain, and your entire immune system. Now here's something else I've seen in my practice. Many seniors take turmeric capsules without ever checking the label. If your supplement doesn't contain piperine or a branded version like bioperine, you could be wasting your time and money. Even high-quality turmeric won't work if it doesn't stay in your body long enough to do its job. This small adjustment, adding black pepper, has changed the game for many older adults I've worked with. People who had been using turmeric for months without results finally began to feel less stiffness, fewer aches, and a subtle return of energy. And all it took was a sprinkle of the right spice. Turmeric doesn't work alone. It needs a partner. And black pepper is the one that unlocks its power. But black pepper isn't the only ingredient that knows how to speak the same language as turmeric. In fact, the next companion we'll explore has been used for centuries to heal wounds, soothe the gut, and sweeten the bitterness of life, both literally and emotionally. Let's take a closer look at the golden gift of raw honey and how it teams up with turmeric to heal from the inside out. 2. Raw honey, a natural anti-inflammatory partner. While black pepper is the catalyst that helps turmeric enter your system, raw honey is the companion that helps it settle, soothe, and restore. There's something timeless and comforting about honey. Before pharmacies and prescription labels, our ancestors reached for honey to calm coughs, heal wounds, and ease troubled digestion. And now, modern research is catching up to what tradition always knew. Raw honey is a healing powerhouse, especially when paired with turmeric. When you combine turmeric with raw honey, you're not just making the spice easier to take, you're creating a therapeutic duo. Turmeric brings anti-inflammatory strength. Raw honey brings enzymes, antioxidants, and natural sugars that gently support immune health, reduce irritation in the gut, and even help regulate blood sugar when used in moderation. Together, they form a combination that many seniors find comforting and surprisingly effective. Here's where it gets important. Not all honey is created equal. That golden liquid in the plastic bear bottle on the grocery store shelf? That's likely been heated, filtered, and processed until most of its healing properties are gone. It may be sweet, but it's basically glorified sugar. What you want is raw, unpasteurized, unfiltered honey, the kind that looks cloudy, sometimes even a little gritty, because it still contains bits of pollen, propolis, and all the natural enzymes that make honey a living food. When you mix raw honey with turmeric, you're doing more than improving the flavor, you're enhancing its therapeutic power. The natural sweetness helps mask turmeric's slightly bitter, earthy taste, making it easier to include in your daily routine. More importantly, the synergy between honey and turmeric creates a gentle anti-inflammatory effect that can benefit your joints, your gut, and your immune system without overwhelming the body, especially for those over 60. Many of my older clients enjoy a warm tonic in the evening. A cup of hot, not boiling, water, a pinch of turmeric, a twist of fresh black pepper, and a teaspoon of raw honey. It's calming, soothing, and a wonderful way to wind down before bed. Others prefer making a golden paste, a thick blend of honey and turmeric kept in the fridge and taken by the spoonful each morning. Whichever method you choose, it's not just a remedy. It's a ritual. Of course, if you're managing diabetes or watching your blood sugar, moderation is key. 1 small teaspoon a day is usually safe for most people, but always check with your doctor, especially if you're on medication. When used wisely, though, raw honey adds more than just sweetness. It brings depth, nourishment, and balance to your wellness routine. So, while black pepper opens the door for turmeric to work, raw honey helps it feel at home, grounded, steady, and kind to the body. But there's one more ingredient that completes this powerful trio. It's not sweet or spicy, but it's absolutely essential. Why? Because curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is fat-soluble, meaning it needs a healthy fat to travel through your body, be absorbed properly, and reach the places it's needed most. Let's move now to this third and final turmeric-enhancing partner, healthy fat, and why it might be the missing link in your daily healing routine. 3. Healthy fats, the delivery system turmeric needs. While black pepper helps turmeric get into your system, and raw honey makes it gentler and more pleasant to take, there's still one crucial piece missing from the puzzle: healthy fats. Without them, curcumin, the powerhouse compound in turmeric, struggles to even reach your bloodstream. And that means no matter how much turmeric you take, your body might not be able to use it. But with the right kind of fat, curcumin can travel farther, absorb better, and stay in your body longer, delivering the full anti-inflammatory and healing benefits that make turmeric so valuable, especially as we age. Here's why this matters. Curcumin is fat-soluble, not water-soluble. That means it dissolves in fat, not in water. So when you take turmeric without any healthy fat, your body has a hard time transporting and absorbing it. But when turmeric is paired with the right fats, it becomes far more bioavailable, ready to reduce inflammation, protect your brain, and ease joint discomfort. Let me ask you this. Have you ever stirred turmeric into a glass of water, thinking it's healthy, but noticed that the powder just floats there, never fully mixing in? That's not just a visual. That's exactly what happens in your body too. Without fat, turmeric doesn't bind, doesn't travel, and doesn't heal. But here's the good news. You don't need to eat greasy food or take heavy oils to make turmeric work. A teaspoon of healthy fat is all it takes. Some of the best options for seniors include extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, flaxseed oil, and even full-fat coconut milk. These oils are rich in omega-3s, antioxidants, and heart-protective compounds, so they not only help turmeric absorb, but also bring their own healing properties to the table. For example, try blending turmeric into a golden milk made with full-fat coconut milk, or drizzle olive oil over roasted vegetables with a dusting of turmeric. You could even make a creamy turmeric dressing using tahini or avocado oil. These aren't just tasty ways to enjoy turmeric. They're smart delivery systems that turn your daily spice into true medicine. And if you're taking a turmeric supplement, check the label carefully. Does it include any oils or fat-soluble carriers? If not, make sure to take it with a meal that includes healthy fats, like a small serving of nuts, seeds, or avocado. Otherwise, your body might be missing out on the full benefit. I've seen this small change make a big difference for older adults. People who took turmeric for months with little effect, until they added a splash of healthy fat, and suddenly began to feel less stiffness, improved digestion, and even clearer thinking. That's the power of the right combination. Turmeric doesn't act alone, it needs a team. And healthy fats are the vehicle that helps it reach where it's needed most. So now, we've covered the good news. 3 natural companions that make turmeric stronger, safer, and more effective. But what about the other side of the story? Unfortunately, not every food plays nice with turmeric. In fact, some of the most common ingredients in your fridge could be silently canceling its healing power, or worse, making inflammation even worse. Coming up next, 3 foods you should never combine with turmeric, and the hidden reasons why they could be setting your healing back without you even knowing it. Let's take a closer look. Now that we've explored the 3 natural allies that help turmeric do its job, black pepper, raw honey, and healthy fats, you're already way ahead of most people who use turmeric daily but never feel the results. You've learned how to make turmeric more absorbable, more gentle, and more effective. But there's still one major piece of the puzzle we haven't talked about yet. Because even with all the right pairings, your progress can be quietly sabotaged by something hiding in plain sight: the wrong combinations. Yes, just as certain foods help turmeric shine, others can completely block its power or even reverse its effects. And here's the thing. These troublemakers aren't obscure or rare. They're the comfort foods, the everyday ingredients, the habits we've carried for years, often without a second thought. So before you sprinkle another teaspoon of turmeric into your morning routine, there's something you need to know. In this next section, we'll uncover 3 common foods that older adults should never pair with turmeric, and the surprising science behind how they interfere with healing. One of them might be part of your breakfast tomorrow. Let's start with the sneakiest one of all: processed dairy. 1. Processed dairy, the silent blocker of turmeric's benefits. Let's begin with one of the most surprising and dangerous combinations for anyone over 60 taking turmeric for better health: processed dairy. It may sound harmless, even comforting. After all, what's more familiar than a slice of cheese on your eggs, a splash of creamer in your morning coffee, or a fruit-flavored yogurt with breakfast? But here's the harsh truth. These processed dairy products may be quietly destroying turmeric's healing potential inside your body every single day. You think you're doing something good, sprinkling turmeric on your scrambled eggs, mixing it into a turmeric latte, or adding it to a creamy soup. But if that creaminess is coming from processed cheese, powdered creamer, or shelf-stable dairy, you might be blocking every benefit turmeric could offer. Why? Because many of these dairy products are loaded with preservatives, emulsifiers, gums, added sugars, and synthetic stabilizers. These compounds don't nourish the body, they confuse it. And especially as we age, our digestive systems become more sensitive. When turmeric is combined with processed dairy, two major issues arise. First, the artificial additives slow down digestion, making it harder for your body to absorb the curcumin in turmeric, the very compound responsible for its healing properties. Second, and more importantly, certain milk proteins can bind directly to curcumin, locking it away before your body can use it. That means instead of healing your joints, soothing inflammation, or protecting your memory, the turmeric passes right through, unabsorbed and ineffective. And here's the kicker. You probably won't feel the damage right away. But over weeks and months, you might start to notice that the turmeric isn't working like it used to. Your knees still ache. Your morning stiffness lingers. Your inflammation flares back up. So you double the turmeric or switch brands, but nothing changes. That's when it becomes clear. It's not the turmeric that failed. It's what you paired it with. Now, I know how attached we can be to certain comforts. That creamy cup of coffee in the morning, that cheesy bite on toast. It's tradition, a small daily joy. But the truth is, you don't have to give up comfort to get results. You just need to choose better alternatives. Instead of flavored creamers, try unsweetened almond milk, oat milk, or coconut milk. These plant-based options are easier to digest, free of the additives, and in many cases, they actually support curcumin's absorption, especially when combined with healthy fats like olive or flaxseed oil. Many of my clients made this one simple switch, trading processed dairy for cleaner, whole alternatives, and finally began to feel what turmeric was meant to deliver: lighter joints, steadier energy, and sharper thinking. So if you've been faithfully taking turmeric but still struggling with pain, stiffness, or fatigue, ask yourself, what am I pairing it with? You might find the answer hiding in your refrigerator door. Now, processed dairy isn't the only kitchen staple quietly getting in the way. There's another common food, often praised for being healthy, that may be doing even more damage to turmeric's effectiveness. And it's probably in your salad bowl right now. Let's talk about the hidden risk of vinegar-heavy foods and why their acidity could be unraveling turmeric's power before it ever reaches your cells. 2. Vinegar-heavy foods, the hidden acid that weakens turmeric's power. You might be surprised to learn that one of the most common ingredients praised for being healthy could be quietly sabotaging your turmeric, and it's sitting in nearly every salad bowl across America. That's right, we're talking about vinegar-heavy foods. The tangy vinaigrette you drizzle on fresh greens, the pickles you snack on for crunch, even that splash of apple cider vinegar you mix into water for gut health, they may all be interfering with turmeric's ability to heal you. Here's why: curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is highly sensitive to pH levels. It thrives in a stable, supportive environment. But when it comes into contact with highly acidic substances like vinegar, it can start to break down before your body has a chance to absorb it. This isn't theory, it's biochemistry. Turmeric is a fragile compound, and acid can destabilize it, making it harder for your body to benefit from all those anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and brain protective effects you're hoping for. So while you may be doing everything right, adding turmeric to your roasted vegetables or mixing it into a dressing, that very vinegar dressing may be undoing all your efforts. Many seniors I've worked with had the same pattern. They took turmeric faithfully, sometimes for months, but never saw a change in their joint pain, energy, or memory. It wasn't until we looked at what they were eating alongside turmeric that the issue came to light. And here's what shocked them the most: the healthy foods they thought were helping, salads, pickles, tonics, were too acidic to support absorption. In fact, for older adults, this becomes even more problematic because the aging digestive system is already more sensitive. Many seniors deal with acid reflux, sluggish digestion, or irritated stomach linings. When you mix turmeric with acidic foods, not only does it lose potency, but it can also trigger discomfort, bloating, gas, or even heartburn. It's a double loss, no healing and new irritation. But here's the good news. Just like with dairy, you don't have to give up flavor. You just have to be smarter about it. Instead of store-bought vinaigrettes loaded with vinegar or citrus, try making your own turmeric-friendly salad dressing. Start with extra virgin olive oil, add a gentle splash of lemon juice, less acidic, a sprinkle of turmeric, and freshly ground black pepper to boost absorption. You'll still get that fresh, vibrant flavor, but this time, it will work with turmeric, not against it. This simple change has made a real difference for many of my older clients. They didn't need new pills, just better pairings. So if your turmeric hasn't been working lately, the answer might be in that seemingly harmless salad. But vinegar isn't the only sneaky culprit. There's one more category of food that's not just blocking turmeric, it's actively feeding inflammation, spiking blood sugar, and confusing your metabolism. It's sweet, familiar, and often disguised as comfort food, especially in breakfast. Let's now uncover the surprising truth behind sugary cereals and baked goods, and why they may be the quiet enemy of your daily turmeric routine. 3. Sugary cereals and baked goods, the sweet saboteur of turmeric's healing power. There's something comforting about sweetness, isn't there? A warm muffin in the morning, a slice of banana bread in the afternoon, or a quick bowl of cereal that reminds you of simpler times. For many seniors, these small, sugary indulgences feel familiar, easy, and even harmless. And with turmeric becoming more popular, it's no surprise that it's now being folded into baked goods, sprinkled into granola bars, or blended into healthy breakfast cereals on store shelves. But here's the shocking part. When turmeric and sugar meet, they don't work together. They fight each other. You see, turmeric is nature's anti-inflammatory warrior. It calms swelling, protects the brain, soothes the joints, and supports immune balance. Sugar, on the other hand, does the exact opposite. It spikes your blood glucose, triggers inflammatory responses, taxes your metabolism, and stresses your entire system. So when you combine the two, thinking you're getting the best of both worlds, you're actually canceling out turmeric's benefits at the cellular level. It's like stepping on the gas and the brakes at the same time. No wonder so many seniors report that turmeric isn't doing anything for them. What they don't realize is that the muffin or cereal they paired it with is quietly blocking its healing power. And worse, sugar isn't just neutral, it's inflammatory fuel. It feeds the very problems turmeric is meant to fight: joint pain, brain fog, low energy, chronic inflammation. Over time, this ongoing tug-of-war can leave you discouraged, wondering if your age is to blame, or if maybe nothing really works anymore. But here's the truth. It's not your age, and turmeric hasn't failed you. Sugar has simply stolen your results. Fortunately, the solution doesn't require cutting out joy or flavor. It just means making more mindful choices. Instead of sugary cereals, try unsweetened oatmeal topped with turmeric, cinnamon, and a few antioxidant-rich berries. Rather than muffins packed with white flour and hidden sugars, opt for a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter and a light drizzle of raw honey, which, as we discussed earlier, pairs beautifully with turmeric to amplify its effect. And if you're craving something sweet, use natural options like real maple syrup or raw honey in small amounts. These don't spike inflammation in the same way refined sugars do, especially when paired with healthy fats or protein. For older adults, these shifts can mean the difference between daily discomfort and daily relief, between swelling joints and smooth mobility. And the best part? You don't need to give up comfort. You just need to choose the kind that heals instead of harms. Every bite is a message to your body, and now you know how to speak in a language it understands. We've now explored both sides of the turmeric equation, the 3 foods that supercharge its power, and the 3 that quietly block it. But the journey doesn't end here, because understanding turmeric is just one piece of aging strong. In our final section, let's reflect on what all of this means, and how your daily choices, no matter how small, can shape the way you feel, move, and live from this day forward. So now that you know the truth, the 3 foods that supercharge turmeric's healing power, and the 3 sneaky ones that silently cancel it out, you're holding something far more valuable than just another health tip. You're holding control. And that, especially after 60, is everything. Because aging isn't about slowing down. It's about getting smarter, more intentional, more tuned into what your body is really asking for. Let me ask you this. How many times have you done everything right for your health, taken the supplements, followed the advice, yet felt like nothing changed? The pain stayed, the fatigue lingered, and the hope faded. You started wondering, Is this just what getting old feels like? But now you know, it wasn't your fault. It was what you were unknowingly pairing with your turmeric. But here's the best part. It's never too late to change that. Every single meal is a chance to speak to your body with more kindness, more wisdom, and more purpose. Just imagine your morning turmeric tea enhanced with a pinch of fresh black pepper, a warm golden paste of turmeric and raw honey to soothe your joints, a wholesome dinner prepared with turmeric and healthy fats that actually help it absorb. Small choices, big results. You don't have to overhaul your life. Just realign a few habits, and your body will do the rest. And if any part of today's video resonated with you, if you had even one moment where you thought, that might be why it hasn't been working for me, drop a number 1 in the comments below. Let's create a space where we learn, grow, and support each other. If you still have questions or doubts, type 0. I'm here to listen, and your feedback helps shape what we do next. Also, if you found this video helpful, inspiring, or just eye-opening, please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. We release new content every week to help seniors stay strong, sharp, and independent naturally and on their own terms. Because that's what you deserve. And one final thing before you go, turmeric is just the beginning. Over the next few weeks, we'll be diving deeper into simple foods and habits that help older adults fight inflammation, regain muscle strength, protect their memory, and reclaim energy without drugs or overwhelm. So if you're ready to keep walking that path toward better aging, stick with us. You're not alone in this. You're not too old. Your body hasn't given up. It's just been waiting for you to give it the right tools. And now you have them. Take what you've learned today and use it at your next meal, in your next grocery trip, in your next quiet moment of self-care. You've got this. Thank you for watching, and remember, healing doesn't come from big miracles. It comes from small, consistent choices made with love. See you in the next video.